Here are 14 Among Us tips and tricks to use in your next game. But before we get into that, I need to tell you about my sister's Domino's Pizza. So basically, our church has this Girl Scouts thing where they're all selling pizzas from Domino's. They're buy one, get one free, so they're half the price that 2 pizzas would normally be. So go check out the link in the description to go get some pizzas. It would really mean a lot to my sister. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Don't use medbay scan unless it's absolutely necessary. Well, what could be wrong with it? Then they're not going to vote me out because they know I'm a crewmate. Which is true. But then the imposters will not shapeshift into me or try to frame me for any of the kills. Because I will obviously not be the imposter. So they'll try to frame somebody else and you'll have a guaranteed win instead of a 50-50. So what you want to do instead is wait for someone to call you out as an imposter. Then say, no, I'm not. I have a visual task. Call some people over there to watch, and then you got your imposter right there. Ever heard of the Bermuda Triangle? It's the vent system that attaches from security to electrical to medbay, the 3 most common places for crewmate traffic. So if you're an engineer, just hop in one of those vents alone, and if someone does something out of the ordinary, you got your killer right there. If you're playing in a match with a guardian angel, then make sure don't just kill this person. Rather, sabotage comms, which cancels out the protection, and they're helpless. Rather than just sitting on the cameras, open and close them. Then the imposter will see them turn off, and he'll kill someone, and bang, caught him red-handed. As an imposter, faking tasks is necessary. But rather than just going and faking about every possible task, if you're in an experienced lobby and they see you doing more tasks than you have, then they are definitely going to catch on to you. So instead, you could just follow your taskbar and actually fake the tasks that you have. That way you have the same amount of long, common, and short tasks to blend in perfectly. Crewmates love to fix sabotages, but sometimes it can be smart to go the opposite direction of where the sabotage is happening. Searching the other side of the map, and sometimes it might just pay off. AKA, you find a dead body. Here's a tip for Polus players and scientists. If you're on vitals at just the right time, you might be able to detect a self-report that would have been impossible to detect otherwise. And it's impossible for the imposters to escape this trap because it shows a megaphone right there, so they can't even blame a shapeshifter. Which is a death sentence for any imposters. You can clear crewmates using medbay with visual tasks turned off. Because if you simply try to interact with it, it'll say waiting for player name. Meaning you can clear 2 people with visual tasks turned off. If a game just starts, you should head over to the door log on Mira, and if someone passes any sensor except for the southwest, then that means that they vented either the imposter or the engineer. Either way, key information. Let's say you're a phantom. Dropship is the safest spot to go unvanish. But you have no reason being up there after you spawn in and do the 2 tasks, so it is a bit suspicious. But if you do this as a crewmate when playing with friends, then you could just say, I have my reasons. And then every time you do it as an imposter, you won't be suspicious at all. What's your favorite sabotage? You're probably saying reactor, electrical, or maybe even O2. But you're most likely not going to say communications, but this sets back guardian angels, detectives, and basically everything the crewmates can do, so it is basically getting free kills, since no one can see cams, admin, or door log. Cams are a great thing for the crewmates, but even as an imposter, you can use it to locate players, meaning on fungal, crewmates aren't safe anywhere. The task Simon says is fairly easy, but if you ever forget it, don't just click one and hope you get it right. Rather, if you forget, you can just exit out of it so that it'll retell you the previous pattern and save your progress so you'll never mess up again. If there's ever a new map or just a map you haven't played, just go on the practice mode and go on all the roles, tasks, vents, and just figure out how the map is laid out. This way you'll know exactly what to do once you play your first actual game. Once again, I tell you, fake tasks as an imposter. But make sure that if you're going to start a task, that you will actually go and finish the task if it's multiple parts. Meaning, if you do water wheels in boiler room, just go under office and fake finishing water wheels there. That way you won't get voted out and blend in much better.